Did the Catholic Church really begin with a man in Rome? Or was it created centuries later by power-hungry rulers? Today, we re-digging into the truth behind one of history's most debated questions. Who actually founded the Catholic Church? Stick around, because the answer might just surprise you. For over 2,000 years, the Catholic Church has stood at the very heart of Christianity, shaping nations, inspiring countless saints, and enduring unimaginable persecution. But how did it all begin? Was it St. Peter, Jesus himself, or did the church we know today slowly evolve over time through politics and tradition? Let's rewind all the way back to the 1st century. In the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 16, Jesus says something monumental to his apostle, Peter. "You are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church." That single statement, spoken by Christ himself, is considered by Catholics to be the birth certificate of the church. Jesus wasn't just launching a spiritual movement or a new philosophy. He was creating a visible, structured church, complete with authority, sacraments, and a clear line of leadership. After Jesus' death, resurrection, and ascension, Peter stepped up and took the lead among the apostles. We see him preaching in Jerusalem, then in Antioch, and finally, he travels to Rome, the heart of the empire, where he was martyred around the year 64 AD. This is why Catholics believe Jesus is the divine founder, and Peter was his chosen first pope, the visible head of the church on earth. But it didn't stop there. The story continues to unfold. By the 2nd century, Christians were already referring to their community as Catholic, which comes from a Greek word meaning universal. This title wasn't just a label, it signified their unity under one faith, one leadership structure, and one consistent set of teachings passed down directly from the apostles. Through intense persecution, the rise and fall of empires, and waves of reform, that core structure remained intact. Bishops, priests, sacraments, and the Mass, all of these elements can be traced back to those very first followers of Christ. So when some skeptics claim the church was invented by the Roman Emperor Constantine in the 4th century, history tells a very different story. Constantine legalized Christianity with the Edict of Milan in 313 AD. He didn't create it. By that time, the Catholic Church had already existed for over 250 years, thriving underground but proving itself unstoppable. So, to answer our big question, who founded the Catholic Church? It wasn't an emperor. It wasn't a political council. It was Jesus Christ himself, who handed the keys of his kingdom to Peter, and through him to every pope that has followed in succession. For 2 millennia, that very same church still stands, teaching, baptizing, and carrying the same timeless message Christ gave to his apostles. This isn't just ancient history, it's the living legacy of the church that Christ built, promising that the gates of hell would never prevail against it. If this piece of history fascinated you, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching.